So hey guys, and welcome back to AMZ's Corner. How you all doing out there? So in some of my videos I've mentioned that I fly RC planes and collect RC planes. So I figure now's a good time to show you what I've got in my studio right now. We're in my AMZ's Corner studio room here. There's a 360 shot. But anyway, it's pretty windy out today, but it's nice and warm, and I figured it's a good day to go grab the rest of the collection that me and my uncle have. My uncle doesn't know how to fly. I'm trying to train him, trying to teach him, but he got a bunch of aircraft given to him, like a lot of really cool planes. And I figured I'd show you some of those now, and then we'll take a ride and go pick up some other really cool stuff. A lot of these are a lot of the stuff that he has, like a company called Hobby King, and mail order aircraft. And the aircraft I use is a little higher quality stuff. I fly Park Zone and E-Flight and more of the name brands, but it's all the same. If you put good quality components in the Chinese planes, it's all the same airframe. And but we've had some really good luck. Every plane he gets, I've been able to get in the air. Starting with this F5E Tiger here. It's a real cool jet, ducted fan. It runs 18.5 volt 5-cell LiPo, and it really screams. This thing really shrieks. When this thing's in the air, it draws a lot of attention. The big problem with these planes is they use with the Chinese planes is they use really cheap landing gear. So I put some nice E-Flight servoless retracts in the back, and it works really well, really well. The next jet we got is actually the last one I got from him before the season was over, and I've yet to do anything with it. What I normally do is I'll take the whole plane apart, break it down, put higher quality servos, higher quality receivers and speed controls. This is a really neat F-16. Like I said, I haven't done anything with this plane. I'm going to pick up some parts for it now, along with some other aircraft. I don't know how it flies. I guess the person who had it before loved it, flew it all the time. And I'm really looking forward to getting that thing in the air. Now, this is one of my planes, this Thunderbolt here. I've had this plane since about 2010. I was flying it about 2 years ago at a place called Cashman Park. And my transmitter switched from this plane to another plane while this plane was about 300 feet in the air, and I couldn't get the radio to link back up to it, and it went down into the water pretty hard. So I kind of retired it. It's more of a wall hanger now. I have been known to get bored and bring my crash planes back, so that might get in the air one day if I feel around to it. The next one I have, I like to kayak a lot, so I had a couple of float planes. This here is a Wildcat that I tried to make a Wildcat fish, which is a plane that was made in the war, in World War II. I think they made 2 prototypes of the Wildcat fish, and I think for the same reasons that I don't want to fly that again with those floats is the same reasons that they scrapped that plane. It just doesn't like to get off the water. It doesn't like to handle on the water. It just doesn't like it at all. So I think I'm gonna take the floats off of that one, and I'm probably gonna let my uncle have this one when he's ready. This is a good beginner plane. We got some stuff down here. I got my Blade 400. I flew that thing for years and years and years. I learned fast forward flight with it and all that. Last year I was flying it at the shop, and I got distracted close to the ground, and the boom hit the tail boom hit the ground, and it crashed. Probably only about $60 worth of damage, but it's kind of worn out, making some noises anyway. So, and then we got a toy. This is just a toy, little whatever. Next plane up is probably one of my favorites that I've had. I've had this for years and years. This here is a Stinson Reliant, one of the Park Zone planes. I modified it with some Hobby Zone floats so I can, tow it behind the kayak. But I've got it on wheels now because I'm using this as my trainer plane for my uncle. He's going to learn to fly on that this year. And then my next plane, my stunt plane, my Extra 300. I've got a hopped up motor in that. That thing will fly straight up until it's a little dot in the sky, you know, way higher than you're supposed to fly. And we'll get that in the air. That thing's ready to go. But anyway, that's what I got here, other than, you know, I got my bag of radios. I've got my beat up, trusty beat to crap DX6i. This thing's handed, but it still works pretty well. I've learned how to make it not let me down. Another thing I've got is an old LP5 DSM radio. I modified this internally. This is my buddy box. I can hand this radio to anybody, link it to that one with a cord, and I can let anybody fly any of these planes through that radio when they use this. I flip a switch, control goes to this. I let the switch go, control goes back to my radio. And you know, I've let some people try it. You know, sometimes I like to fly in really public places. I know it's not really safe and all that, but I'm really confident in my aircraft. I'm really confident in my abilities, and I kind of pick the spots a little bit. So people will come up and they'll have their son with them, and he's like, "Oh, can I try? Can I try?" And the look on the face when I'm like, "Sure, you can try it." I hand them that radio and I let them try it. I've yet to find anybody be able to fly one of these when I hand them. You know, it's something you got to really learn how to do. So, anyways, why don't I get ready? We're gonna load up the Saab 9000, put it into pickup truck mode, and you wait till we got coming. You wait till you see what we got in store. So let's go. Well, all right, guys. Here we are in my uncle's shed, and you look up. Got a lot of cool stuff hanging up here. Got another couple of jets. These are more. That's a fiberglass. That thing, I bet you that thing hauls ass. I don't think that's ever flown. We got this Spitfire here, which I got flying in the fall, but I didn't really care for the way it flew. I got to pull the receiver out of that. I'm going to use the receiver that's in that to go in the F-16 there. I've got this B-24 up here. I got that thing flying in the fall. I took maybe 2 flights with it, and then the weather kind of went to hell, and it's been hanging there ever since. Got this giant P-40 here. This plane's never flown. It's one of those Chinese planes. It came with a bad motor in it. The motor's no good. At some point, I had this all ready to go. Mice had gotten in there and did a bunch of damage inside. Mice, you know, I don't know if you guys can see all the chew. But I got it going, but the motor I found out was blown. Then I found out from the other guy that it never flew because the motor was bumming it. So I'm probably going to pull the motor out of the Spitfire at some point in the next couple weeks and put that in that giant P-40. But for now, let me set you guys up here. And I'm going to take a couple of these Warbirds down. I will probably start with the B-24. Alright, he doesn't really have this up there in such a way that's easy to get down. B-24 down. I suppose I should. Let me stick you guys over here for the next one. How about a nice high here. Go. There we go. Now I gotta get the receiver. Wonder if I can do it with it still up in the air. Yeah, right. All right, that wasn't so bad. So I got the receiver. This is all this is out of that Wildcat with the floats on it. I only fly the like the Spectrum stuff. So here's another one, Pilatus. I don't think this plane ever flew either. And judging by the size of those wings, this thing's a rocket ship. But we'll probably get that one going too. We'll get that one going one of these days. All right. Well, two B-24s, a receiver, and a few batteries coming with me today. Let me load this stuff in the car, and I'll see you in a second. Frig's sakes, boys! Frig's sakes! My car's too small for this stuff. I need bigger wheels. I need a truck. That's just two planes. Got a lot more. Well, all right, boys. We're back at base. We got the two B-24s in here. This one here is modeled after the Tondelayo, which is actually a plane based in Stowe, Massachusetts, not very far from me, right down the highway. So I could actually go look at the real version of that one. And this one here is Panchito, modeled after the Panchito, which I'm not really familiar with. Same airframe, everything about these two planes is exactly the same. That one, I've flown twice. Like I said, the conditions deteriorated, and we had to pack them up. Butter Kitty approves. So I got the receiver here that I'm going to be putting in this F-16. This thing's been, I don't know if you guys can see all the spider webs and nests inside of there. It's been out of commission. It's been in mothballs for a few years, so we're going to wake this one up first. Be the first one to that needs work that's going to get flying. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get something in the air. We'll probably definitely, if tomorrow the weather cooperates, it's not supposed to be very windy, we'll definitely get the extra, the Stinson, and this jet up in the air. Or at the very least, ground handling. I like to do some ground handling when I break the planes out first time of the year. Do a nice long range test, run the batteries down before it even gets in the air so I know if there's any issues. So yeah, that's about all I can play with these today. Maybe tonight I'll do a little work on this thing. Probably the problem with it is the control surfaces are linked mechanically, and I don't fly that type. I don't fly linked V mixes and fly with mixers. I just do stick and rudder. That's what this plane here is. You know, ailerons move when left and right on the stick, and the elevators when you pull back and forward. I don't do any of the thrust vectoring. I don't really particularly care for any of that. So anyways, guys, I got some more errands to run. I can't really play with these anymore today, but stay tuned. We're going to get some flying videos. We're going to get some good flying videos coming up. So until next time, guys, keep it out of the cabbage.